Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to another live stream. Today is gonna be pretty cool. I actually wasn't planning on live streaming this, but last minute I decided to. I have a meeting set up with a company called 30 Megahertz, 30 MHZ. They are out of the Netherlands, and they do crop steering, kind of like Arroyo IO or GrowSense. They measure the medium's water content, EC, pH, all of those fun things, and display it in a way that is useful for the grower to be able to crop steer his crop for maximizing yield. Arroyo IO is not available in the States for home growers yet because it's a service. Not only do they provide you the equipment, but they also provide you with the support to help you dial in your crop. So GrowSense is from, Grodan, and their product is pretty expensive, like $5,000 for the wireless setup. And this company, 30 Megahertz, supposedly they're able to do it better and cheaper. My only concern was, with them being in the Netherlands, how the fuck am I supposed to get support if I have an issue, right? If a piece of equipment is malfunctioning or there's a software issue, am I going to be able to get rapid response support, or am I going to have to wait 24 to 48 hours before, I'm able to get help? So those are just some things that that I was thinking about. He assured me that they have top-notch support available around the clock, and that they would be able to help me within 24 hours for any issues that I might encounter. So, I mean, we'll see. Right now, the demo is scheduled. I was supposed to be starting this demo at 9 o'clock. It's a little after 9 o'clock now. Oh, and there he is. So, he doesn't know. Let me see. 1 second here. Hey, good morning, Steve. How are you?
Very well. Good morning to you.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you indeed. You have a webcam on, or are you still in your undies?
Oh no, hold on 1 second here. No, there we go.
This morning I just finished dinner.
You just finished dinner over there, huh?
I did.
Yeah, I'm over here just starting my morning coffee, so
And I my evening one. So.
there we go. Nice, very nice. Cheers, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
So
What was that?
How are you?
Good, good. I was actually just, I'm live streaming right now. I know you can't see, but I've got my GoPro over here. I have a YouTube channel where I teach people how to grow and do different product reviews and things like that. So I was just explaining to them what 30 MHZ is, megahertz, and kind of your competitors, GrowSense and Arroyo IO. So I'm excited to hear what you guys have to offer. What's different about you guys versus your competitors.
Honestly, I don't really see them as my competitors. So that's a little bit of a different angle, maybe. We are basically, the 30 megahertz is more of a platform. So
Okay.
what we are is an online place where we gather, collect data from different sources, and we put them in the cloud.
Okay.
For and growers that we support, to provide a way and a tool to analyze all the different data sources coming together from a greenhouse into one clear overview platform where you can then talk to one another and involve your suppliers, your advisors, and people, in your case, that you want to transfer know-how to.
Okay.
So I can't hear you very well, Anthony. Maybe that's...
Can you hear me better now?
Oh, it's way better, yeah.
Yeah. No, I wasn't talking very loud. That's all.
Oh, that's all. Wonderful. Let me, what I'll do is I want to jump straight through that, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can talk sensors afterward. But to me, the sensor is not that important yet at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, the sensors are all pretty much do the same job, right? It's more so the software around it that supports it and makes it what it is, so.
Exactly, and that's where the difference comes in, and that's where I believe we supply a completely different thing than a typical sensor supplier. I'm quickly shooting some example dashboards in your demo that I have created just now. Solventless, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right? Let's have a look. Right. Okay. So will I be on YouTube? That's the question.
Yes, sir.
Very good. I'm impressed. I would like to know a little bit more about your organization and what you want to use it for, because that's obviously which really helps me supporting you.
Absolutely.
Can
So,
you tell me a little bit about that?
yeah, so my organization is literally just me. I am an overkill home grower. I have one flower room and this room that I'm in now, which is a lab/veg room. Basically, I strive to create the cleanest, best medicine I can out of my grow. It's for personal use, and my excess goes to a small subset of clients that I have. So for me, it's really about maximizing the output of this room on a continual basis and taking out the guesswork, right? I know all about crop steering. I know all about all the different data points and correlation and all of that, but having the tools to do it and make it happen is the key that I'm missing right now.
So that's very interesting. Because what is your how big is the space that you grow in?
It's a 10 by 15. I have
Feet or meters?
feet.
Feet. Okay.
Yeah, pretty small. I have two 4-foot by 12-foot trays in there,
Yeah.
and a bunch of LEDs, full works. I've got all the, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Trollmaster.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got the full Trollmaster set up right now. I've got all the bells and whistles, but what they're missing from their water content sensor is it doesn't read EC or pH or temperature, right? It only reads the water content percentage, which by itself is useless, right?
So it's interesting. Let me follow VWC level, or do you just see the
Anytime I
percentage
come out
as is?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Just wondering if you see an actual drop in the VWC in the sensors that you have, or is it just a flat out percentage that you see?
No. I see a drop. I see my overnight dry backs. I time my irrigations based on when they, transpiration before irrigation in the morning, and then I try and get them up to full saturation to get about some runoff, before midday, and then I try and wait for about anywhere between a 1 to 3% dry back in between irrigation events. And then, in veg, I'll stop watering, a little bit later, versus in flower, I'll stop a little bit sooner to allow more of a dry back.
Of course.
So.
Another question on my end, because that might be helpful in the explanation that I'm going to do. Do you measure plant temperature?
Yes, I measure leaf surface temperature every day.
Wonderful. Is that by hand or automatic?
No, infrared thermometer, manual.
Manual? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So then, do you have, you probably know all these metrics, I'm just wondering, so I'm shooting it out there. Do you work with VPD as a metric?
Oh yeah, every day. That's what I'm calculating, that's why I'm using the leaf surface temperature, so I can calculate my VPD, because the VPD sensors that are with Trollmaster, they don't calculate in the leaf surface temperature, they only use the ambient air temperature, right? Even the sensors like...
On the plant temperature, yes.
Yeah, even pulse meters, Mandela sensors, None of those have an automated way of measuring leaf surface temperature on the fly. So they always use a pre-built algorithm where you tell it the difference between your ambient temp and leaf temp so it can calculate it for you. But then that's only as accurate as the difference between your leaf temp and your ambient temp, which can fluctuate throughout the grow.
Yeah, I agree. Interesting. So just to pay my respects to you, for a home grower, you have a lot of know-how.
Thank you.
I must say, I do quite a lot of these calls. I grew up in the Westland, so in the Netherlands, so I grew up in greenhouses. But for me to hear someone who is not commercially growing to understand VPD, it is indeed impressive. So I'll give you that.
Thank you.
What I want to do with you, because we have, and I've shared my screen, you can probably see it, right? Yes?
Yes.
So this is one of the sensors that I want to talk to you about. It's a little bold because I know it's not your request, but this is our point of microclimate sensor, measuring 3 elements: ambient temp, humidity, and leaf temp. So when you measure that, every minute a data point goes straight through our dashboard, which is this. I've demoed it to you. I will invite you after our call so you can play around with it yourself. You cannot break the system. I don't challenge you to do it. It's all fictive data, so this is data coming out of a greenhouse, one of our demo sites in the Netherlands here that I can share. This is the first example, but this is how you make it, how you build it up. But what you see here is in Dutch, partially integrated climate data from the Priva climate control system that he has, so we integrate that as well, and partially from our own sensors. Now that's what I want to show you, but let me quickly, because my Zoom thing is in the way, I want to show you those 2 things, right? So let's have a quick dashboard in your name. I've just selected that here. So when you start using our solution, this is what you'll see. All our sensors are wireless except for the CO2 because it has a self-calibrating element in it. The other sensors are wireless. Every sensor measures every minute, and it has a rechargeable battery in it lasting for 1.5 years.
Okay, wow.
Our tech uses a very low frequency, so we do not rely on Wi-Fi. We use a low frequency with the ability to penetrate steel, glass, plants, water, everything, to create a stable network. Now, once that network is set up, you can, that can be extended indefinitely. So if you would have 20 hectares of greenhouse, you can have one network with signal repeaters. And at any one point in time, you can link up to 4,000 sensors to one network.
Okay.
Don't expect you to need that many. There are few who do.
Right.
That will give you a potential about the scale, and that's what I want to share you, of course. So that being said, everything comes into the cloud at that point. Every minute just pings into the cloud. This is a dashboard. We build it in the idea to make it as user-friendly as possible. So behind the dashboard is every data point coming in. So if you go to your menu, I'll show you that first. There's sensors here, and this is how it comes in, right? So these are all the sensors hanging in there. This is basically the engine. This is not what you look at.
Right.
This is basically what's behind it. I need to find you again. Here we are. So to give you an idea, right? You build up your own. You choose a widget, so a visualization of what you want. In this case, I want to have my VPD, so I'm going to say, hey, I want a single chart, but potentially I want to combine more sensors in one chart, so I'll select that. And I want to visualize my point of microclimate. Now, as I said, it measures 3 elements, but it calculates, of course, a couple of more. VPD, humidity deficit, dew point, absolute humidity, and the absolute difference in temp and dew point. It's related all as a separate value coming from one sensor. Now here I can say whatever I want as a widget title.
Right.
I can say, do I want to see them on 7 days? Yes. I want to see them per hour. In your case, I would imagine you want to see Fahrenheit. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's where I'm going to be lost, but let's give it a shot. Exactly. These values mean absolutely nothing to me. This is what it will look like. So this is an example of your real-time data. This is accessible on your iPhone, or your Samsung, or on your iPad, anywhere. It's cloud-based. But as far as this goes, it is still visualization, right?
Right.
So here I can do my own analysis. I can deselect dew points. I can play around and say, hey, I want to know the air temperature. I want to know the surface temperature, and I want to know the VPD.
That is badass.
Now I want to look at it, right? So if I even want to say, let's go back 30 days here, because maybe we see some interesting data points, right? Or maybe not. Let's go back 5 days because it's difficult to see. So I can basically select whatever I want to see. And an interesting thing is, and this is how we build it, because we believe we see a lot of people with all this information on growing in their head, and we want that information going in somewhere,
right.
Not on WhatsApp, not on email, into a data platform. This is what I'm very excited about, and also a lot of my customers are. So that's really interesting. If you see something here which is interesting, this is 1.6 kPa.
It's pretty high.
Prompts. Still okay, but it is going near the edge of what plants are capable of, right? So when the stomata will shut down as they say it. You probably know all this stuff, so that's all right. I click here and I say, hey, guys, and everyone, that could be you. We need to discuss this.
Mm-hmm.
For example,
right.
I can add a picture there, or I can add a PDF file there, or whatever, a kind of document, with the whole purpose of storing information that we pinpointed in the data. You can tag your junior growers, you can tag your senior growers, you can ask your consultant who will then get an email. That is what we want to do. We want to have a conversation on the platform. You can do as many data points as you want. You can invite as many people to the dashboard as you want, with different rules and regulations, of course.
What is the historical capability of the data? How far back can it go, or how long can the data be stored?
I love that question. Indefinitely.
Fantastic.
We will maintain, and I love that question because that's one of the very key strengths of our platform, which we put a lot of effort and energy in, is that we maintain that 1 minute data forever.
Fantastic.
So that's what we want, but often, which is very common and understandable, most growers don't even know that because it will shift into our data, 24-hour data, over the years to come. But what we believe towards the future, with more artificial intelligence elements possibly being added, we need that minute data.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to start collecting that minute data and integrating different data sources. If you have any questions, please interrupt, because I will probably keep on talking. That comes to the sensor part, right?
Right.
So our sensors are a part of what we do, but I would almost argue a very minimal part of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it doesn't really matter what kind of sensor you decide to buy. When you buy mine, or at least ours in our case, we will guarantee the connectivity, we will provide support, obviously, and you have a reliability element in it.
Right.
If you choose to decide another supplier, you say, hey, I want to integrate that data point, you could just API it to us.
Okay, so you guys do API integration. That's good.
Yes, we have that.
Fantastic.
With specific, depending on what kind of party you want to work with, we might need to talk to them,
right,
back and forth and discuss it, of course. But we are working with a lot of different parties already. But
okay,
on the sensor part, I don't necessarily mind that much, right?
Right.
Coming to the sensor you wanted to talk about, apologize for the delay on that. is the so-called substrate soil moisture sensor, right?
Right.
That one, that's the beauty. This is a Teros 12, as we call it. 3-pinned WC, EC, and temp. It's not 1 pin per value, but it has the collective value, of course.
No pH?
No pH, no, that has to be a separate sensor.
Okay.
It cannot be in one. Well, not as I've ever seen it. There are separate pH sensors. We don't have one in our portfolio. But one of our partners, called Sendolt, does have a pH sensor in it, and we can just integrate it.
Okay.
They also measure, which is also a very interesting element, photosynthesis efficiency.
Ah. Okay.
Might be interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how they're measuring that.
It's with, yeah, well, now you're starting asking me difficult questions. There's this little leaf clip, which basically blinks at the leaf very frequently, and that says something about the photosynthesis efficiency. Let me stop saying what I'm just going to show you what I mean.
Huh.
Because I believe it's in here, in our demo. This is our demo account. So if I go to, let's have a look. Sendle. Oxygen plus temperature. Photosynthesis efficiency plus par. So it measures the par, and it says something about the efficiency of the leaf that it measures.
Wow.
Now, on the technical side, on the very crop focus side, I can share you a lot of documentation because I don't know exactly how that's done, but I can email that to you if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
To give you a little bit of a better understanding. But this is what it does, and a lot of growers in the Netherlands and also in Europe use this to optimize most often their pot plants.
Huh.
Because they have a different cycle, so to speak.
That's cool.
So there's that. There's not that much to say about getting back to our substrate soil.
Right.
Measures every minute, has a battery life of 1.5 years. You can charge it wirelessly, by the way, same as your iPhone. Just never open it. That's our key element. And you can move around with it. It's IP65 watertight, so as long as you don't throw it in a
pool
bin of water, you'll be just fine. And you can obviously play around with it, right?
Right.
I'll show you something else. How do I get there? What kind of substrate do you now use?
Right now I'm using rock wool.
Good. From whom do you use it?
Right now, Grodan. I'm using their 6x6x4, the jumbos.
Yep. The blocks, the cubes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously, if you're talking about that, you need a cube top calibration. So these are all the calibrations, not all, but most of the calibrations that we have. Grodan is a part of that as well. And what we have here is the different calibrations. So here we have the plant top, cube top. So when you select this, as a calibration, it will automatically transfer the right data visually in your platform. You can do that yourself. So you can actually shift the calibration on the sensor. So if at a certain point in time next year or the year after you decide to, for example, go for one soil cocopeat mix, no idea, but for example, you could just choose another calibration.
Right.
Play
Okay.
around with it of what you believe is most valuable.
Right.
The reason why there are calibrations is very simple, because to measure EC accurately, or to calculate, let me put it like that, to calculate EC accurately, it has a correlation between VWs and the EC measurement.
Right.
That has to be calibrated per individual growth medium, so to speak.
Right.
So we do a lot of those, but it's generative, so there's that. You can select it here and there.
Okay.
But there's that about the sensor. So there's not that much to say.
Yeah.
Other than that it works.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
It is. It's quite as simple. I'm more excited about the other one with pan temperature, if I'm honest.
Do you guys do you average the information from the sensor? So if I were to deploy 2 of those water content sensors in my garden, would I get an individual value from each one, or would I get an average displayed from the 2 of them?
No, you get the individual one per sensor.
Okay.
Of course.
That's good.
I would imagine you would want that, right?
Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the pitfalls with TrollMaster system is you can deploy multiple water content sensors, but it averages the readings out and provides you one reading versus the individual readings. So that's kind of
But that's strange.
yeah, it's kind of not a good thing because you don't really want to know the average. You want to know if there's any issues. You know?
You could. Maybe in some cases you might want to know the average, but you can always make the average
Right.
of the 2.
Exactly. Instead of going the other way.
Yes. Instead of deciding for you that that's the way we're going to do it. All right, that's fine. Another cool thing that we have, I keep on telling you cool things, it's growing degree hours. Are you familiar with the concept?
No, I don't think so.
So, growing degree, you have 24-hour average temps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, a plant will become active at a certain base temperature.
Right.
So, which is not correlated in a 24-hour average temp.
Okay.
Because that's just the average. Now, when you're talking about growing degree units and chill hours, basically what you say is, for example, that one, the one at the temperature, is the threshold base temperature is, I don't know, 10 degrees or 12 degrees, whatever your crop may be specific to. And you might know, or someone else in business knows, that to get a result, so a yield at a certain point, of a certain quality, you need an X amount of temperature hours above the base threshold, right? You can type that in here, and this is a way to keep track of that threshold. So how far along are you, or in the past, in your previous crop cycle, were you in regards to how you're doing right now?
Right.
So this is, it's quite common in commercial greenhouses in regards to average temps, but this is something relatively new because it automatically calculates it. Because basically what you need to do, if you would want to do this yourself, you can do it manually, is take the exact temperature from every hour and write it down minus the base temperature threshold.
Right.
And then it calculates as an X amount of hours. I'll try and show you here in the demo dashboard. Not sure if it's already here. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what it is. So these are the lines you'll get. You'll basically go up.
Got it.
Until a certain amount. I don't now. Bear in mind, I don't know that amount on cannabis. Someone else does.
This is a new concept for me. This is something I would have to do a little bit of research into.
And you could, and there's also quite a lot of growers that compile this or compare it to leaf temperature.
I think that this might be something that's more prevalent in a greenhouse environment than the temperature with the greenhouse.
I would say so, yes. Probably, yes. So maybe in the indoor, this is not that much of an issue. I don't know. But if you have it, you have it. You can play around with it, right? So
yeah, more data is good, right?
Exactly, that's the idea. And these are just the first types of analysis.
Right.
The surface temp is obviously the leaf temp, but because it's a flexible sensor, you can move it around. There's also growers that measure the buds or the heads or the light or the at the bottom, whatever they have their own specific researches on.
Right.
Or that's what they want to measure.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by the leaf surface temperature. Like, I definitely want that in my program. That's something that I've been telling people we needed to automate for a long time. but I have not seen any commercial use of this sensor. So this is fucking amazing.
Let me have a look. I'm very glad I showed you in that case. That's also what other of my customer base, especially in cannabis, use a lot. So that's what I wanted to show you. How do I? There. Not sure. I wanted to show you a picture. I'll have to send it to you later. That's one of the actual examples in one of the cannabis trials we support.
Okay.
Which is very interesting as well, just to see. But we've got different mounting options to hang it and measure the different elements as you choose. So yeah, that's what we're all about, Anthony.
I love it. I think it's amazing the way that the data is represented, and I think I really like the dashboard with the widgets. My background is in computer security, so I'm very familiar with building dashboards and widgets. So that aspect is extremely cool to me. Being able to customize what I see when I log in, so that only the most prevalent information is there, and then I can dig for the rest. I think it's awesome. One of the questions I had is your system only for reading those values, or does it do any controlling or adjusting of equipment based on those values that it's getting?
Good question. No, we do not steer or control anything.
Okay.
That is not our intent. The challenge now lies, and this is obviously related usually to commercial greenhouses, integrating different data sources coming out of there. Climate control, irrigation, manual input, information from head growers to senior growers to junior growers, the collecting of data and
Right.
backing it up. Those three elements that we work on, and that's where I would say the gap in the market is.
Yeah.
So that's where we want to jump in.
Fantastic.
I don't know where the future is. I don't expect us to go that way. But potentially, if our system is smart enough, we won't steer ourselves. But at a certain point in time, it could have set points sent somewhere to an existing thing.
Yeah, I'm sure even through the API integration with other vendors, you guys will reach a point where that communication will happen based on your guys' readings. You know, you might be able to send a signal out to a different company, but
Yes, we do that already with some very high-end commercial ones. But it's not our goal or our purpose. That
Right.
would be something that specific customers have specifically requested, but it's not a goal on itself for us.
absolutely, data aggregation and correlation is key.
We're more about, being the place where you basically check out and analyze your data. That's what we want to be. Because
Right.
the steering element is, putting in a value, and that's what it's going to do.
So what does pricing look like?
Yeah, let me show you. Have you seen this before?
No.
Good. All right. Basically, what we have is three different packages. We've got the basic, which is our platform without an integration or anything. So most people use this to put in their manual input. Most of our customers have the package, which is the integration of a climate control system or any other third-party element that's included. You've got our entire network, so our gateway, our signal repeaters, our chargers, all of that, and one sensor of choice. You've got the weather data that wouldn't be too relevant for you, and a guarantee on the connectivity. As I said, our system is plug and play, but we monitor that from a distance if everything goes well, and then we provide you with support for any improvements. The investment on that is $229 a month, with the starting of including the one sensor, which is in euros, totals 2,748 euros a year, and we have yearly contracts.
Okay.
So every year you can have a decision on whether to go through with it or not. We lease out our sensors, so we don't sell them. We lease them out, and any one sensor in addition to the one you get within the package is 50 euros a month on the sensor, which would be 600 euros a year for the sensor, per sensor. If you roll that, what are your thoughts?
I don't like the whole monthly thing, to be honest. I'm more of the, I would rather buy the equipment, own it, and use it. And if you guys were to provide some type of, I don't even know what it would be. Maybe some type of feedback program where you say, okay, we're going to take your information, and based off the information that you have, we're going to give you this feedback, right? Or if it was a monthly hosting charge for hosting the data, right? That would make sense for me. But to pay a monthly fee to rent equipment that I'm going to use indefinitely, that doesn't really make sense for me. For me, that's kind of a big turnoff, actually. I don't want to pay a monthly fee to a company, especially because you guys are overseas, right? You're not, really close for support reasons. That just doesn't sit well with me. I would personally rather shell out a large sum of money to own the equipment, and then in return have the support from you guys for the equipment.
Yeah. Well, if you look at us, due to the fact that we have these, it's not a monthly payment, it's a yearly payment with a yearly contract. And every year it is up to you and to us to reevaluate, what the value add for you was, and if we're going to move up to the next year. That's the approach we have chosen to make. Now, when it comes to, so to speak, hosting of the platform, we really believe in the development of the platform as such, of course. So it's not just hosting it. There's a lot to it.
Right.
There's a lot of development going into that. Because of the fact that we've done this in the past, we've deliberately chosen not to do that anymore. Because the main reason is that we want to maintain 100% connectivity from wherever we measure. So this is a measure and an element of support that we provide, also from a distance, also internationally.
Right.
And this is a decision. So I understand, of course, I would understand your possible decision on that, but let's have a further discussion if need be. What I'll do now is I will invite you to the platform, if that's all right.
Yes.
I need to get your email somewhere.
So it's $250 a month, $300 a month. So I would need the water content sensor and most likely the leaf surface temp. So that would, I'm looking at like $300 a month.
Yeah.
And
3,348 for the year.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's have a look. What's your email? What's your email, Anthony?
It's solventlessbaconvape@gmail.com. BAKE, the letter N, and then vape, VAPE, @gmail.
At what? Sorry?
Gmail.com.
Gmail. All right. I've made you an owner of the group. That gives you the power to invite anyone else to here, if you would like to do that.
Okay.
Play around with it, communicate, explore it, because that will really give you an idea of the strength. Have a think about it.
Yeah.
And let's have a discussion somewhere next week, when you're available, to further explore the potential. But I would argue, play around with the platform, explore it, have a look at it, and let's openly discuss the opportunities and the possibilities there. As I mentioned, I'm not married to my own sensor portfolio. You don't need to buy my sensor, release my sensors.
Right.
If you choose to have another party there, but make use of a platform, you can do that as well.
Absolutely.
Right? So just have a think about it. Any other questions right now from you?
Let me see. I think, no, I think I'm good. I think I saw everything I need to see. I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to take some time to dig around in here and see where the value is.
Just send me a WhatsApp message. I will email you. I think I've emailed you my phone number, yes?
I believe so. I believe I have it.
Probably in the signature. Especially in the evening. If you want to reach me, just send me a WhatsApp message or a text message with a quick question you might have. Just shoot it out and I'll get back to you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Steve. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome, Anthony. Take care.
Thank you.
And we hope to speak soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Well, there was that. 30 MHz, 30 megahertz. And yeah, fuck that noise. I'm not gonna pay fucking $3,500 a year for them to present information to me that, honestly, I could do that myself. I can build the API that takes the input from all my other sensors and correlates it into one graph. It's not hard. But the GrowSense is only $5K for their wireless version, and I own it outright, and it presents the same fucking graphs that I'm concerned about. The only cool fucking thing that they have that nobody else has is that leaf surface temp. That shit is bananas. I've been talking about that for over a year, and I've never seen it. And now, today, I saw it. How cool is that? Like an actual sensor sitting on the leaf, measuring your leaf surface temperature. That's cool. Only thing I could say that probably would fuck that up is, depending on how the sensor sits on the leaf, it may be blocking some of the light that would hit that leaf and warm it up more. But I don't know. I mean, they've got to have a sensor that works appropriately if they're doing it right. I mean, it's got to be tested. But ooh, I just got an order that I think they're close to finishing up. Ooh, from American Grow Products. They're almost done with my 4x12. We're close to finishing up your order. I want to confirm if you're planning on picking it up. If we'll be shipping, let me know. I will head down and pick it up as I have a treat for the office. Thank you. I love these guys. American Grow Products out in Corona. They got me my first 4x12 rolling bench in like 3 weeks when they had an 8-week lead time, because I live like in 45 minutes from them, and I hit them up. I was really cool with them, and I'm like, look, dude, I need one bench. I know it's a really small order compared to what you normally do. Can you take care of me? And they hooked it up, and I went down there and I picked it up. I shot the shit with the dude, Jesse. He's cool as fuck. And their whole crew followed my last grow on their bench and loved it. So I hit them up and I'm like, hey, I need another bench. You know, what's the lead time? And they're like 8 to 10 weeks. And I'm like, aight. So I put in my order probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and I just paid for it in full right at the beginning. And I told them, hey, whenever it's ready, let me know, I'll come get it, no rush. And then they hit me up last week and they're like, hey, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to get your order done ahead of time, because it's just one small one, and you know, they take care of huge facilities, like, you know, big warehouses. So taking care of my small little order really isn't shit to them. But it's cool, because they do that shit on the fly. I'll go over there and I'll hook them up with some rosin, shoot the shit. I'm getting the rosin off this dab tool right now. What a morning. Ooh. Here's 2 grams of the, whatchamacallit. Hold on, let me plug in my light. This is, not the right right charger. That's not the right charger either. Really? Oh, there it is. What do you guys think about that demo? Here's some dry sift runts. A little 2 grammer right here. I set this aside, don't know who I'm gonna give it to yet. I'm gonna give it to somebody though. And here's some of the rest of it. Delicious. Oh, oh, oh God. Yeah. Get in my mouth. Here's some dry sift. Stinky. Oh, what the hell? How did I hide 808 Hawaii? My bad, bro. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how to unhide you. Come back. Come back to me. What the fuck? How did I do that? My bad, 808. I must have did it from my phone. Must have been butt dialing or something. How do I unhide you now? I don't know. You gotta leave and come back probably, bro. Motherfucker. My bad, dog. Anyways, let's get this fucking fatty on there. Cat Daddy. Gotta get some music going, I'm sorry. Boom, 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 boom.
I started these 4 pieces here, and it was supposed to cost me over $100, but then this cost me only $65.
This is a big fucking dabberoni, man. Shout out to Glob Mob in the hizzy. Cheers, motherfuckers. Woo! Goddamn. Woo! This shit is fucking strong, son. Sit my happy ass down. Fucking woo, blew my brains out right now. That shit'll take your breath away. Fire! Thank you, Stinky. Fuego. I'm gonna put my paper towel down. All right. So talk to me, man. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. What's up with this? You guys feeling the 30 megahertz, or? I hit up Grodan and asked them to get me a rep for GrowSense like 3 times, and I still haven't heard from their rep about pricing. It's crazy. Like, do you guys not want to make money? I'm sitting over here waiting to spend money with one of these companies. You know what I'm saying? Expecting it to cost me at least $5,000, which is fine. That's a small, that's a small investment for, you know, what I'm gonna get out of it. Because there's no way to properly crop steer without taking these measurements. I don't care what anybody tells you. If they are not measuring the mediums, EC, water content percentage, pH, and temp, they're not crop steering. And if they are, it's like basically saying you're driving, but you're blindfolded. Are you really driving? Not really. You're in the car, you're doing something, but you're not really driving, you know what I'm saying? You don't know where you're going or what you're doing, what you're hitting. Like, that's what crop steering is without collecting the data points. So for me, the evolution of my grow over the past 2 years that everybody's seen, like, and they're like, oh, you've blown up and blah, blah, blah. It's been me culminating the data points that I already knew I needed to collect and what I needed to do, and I was culminating that into reality and actually just getting the equipment to do it, right? I knew I needed a better fucking room. I knew I needed a better AC, a better this, a better that. But now I'm at the point where I need to be collecting data points, and there's not a whole lot of options, right? Now, with that said, these are all just sensors, right? These are just things that everybody could get, and what makes them special is the software behind it, right? I can Arduino something with these sensors and have a very, very basic version of it. Is it gonna look as polished as their dashboard? No. Do I want to invest the time and money into doing that? Fuck no, I got enough on my plate. So that's why I'm looking at these other tools, you know? I don't know. I feel like, let's see if I can get GrowSense on the line. Fuck it. Fuck it, why not? What's up, Alyssa? Ratting loose. I mean, look at it like this. I have enough bread to pay for the monthly whatever, even if it was $500 a month. And here's how I would calculate it. All right, let's say an average cycle takes me 3 months, right? About a month of veg total, and then 2 months of flowering, approximately, right? So that means on average, I'm gonna pay anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Now, do I think that $1,500 a month, I'm going to increase the quality and the yield of the room by that much or not, right? And quite frankly, I feel like I've done so well without them, without the sensors and all that by adding them, my increase in yield and quality is going to be noticeable, but not as significant as the majority of other growers. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I've reached 90% of my capacity, and that 10% is just the added sensors, right? Helping me verify what I think I'm doing or correcting small things. For a lot of other people, that sensor is filling in like fucking 50%. They're just relying on that to tell them if they're doing the right thing or not, right? So, do I think I can yield a whole extra pound out of that room just from the added value of the sensor? Yes or no? Yes, I think that by dialing in things, that extra 10% more, I can get an extra pound out of that room. Okay, what does a pound go for these days? About 22 to 25. Now, if you subtract my fucking 3 months worth of subscriptions out of that, now I'm only making an extra G out of the room, right? A whole G. I made 1 extra grand out of the room over 3 months. That is not a good value to me. You know what I'm saying? Get gross sense on the line. Honestly, I have so many drops. I could just I could pay for that monthly subscription out of you guys that smoke my shit. You guys would be paying for it. But I'm still frugal. I'm still like, I still think about it. Like a monthly subscription? And you're leasing me the equipment? Fuck you. I'm paying you that much. I own it. That's mine. Fuck, I'm gonna send it back with a bacon vape sticker on it, you sons of bitches. I don't lease shit. I own my home, I own my cars. You know what I'm saying? I own all my equipment. I don't take no fucking payment plans. That ain't what I do. I don't like to be underneath nobody's thumb. That puts a salty taste in my mouth right there. Every time I start thinking to myself, you know what, fuck it, I can pay for that, let's just do it. Then I think, but it's not mine. Fuck that. Damn, that last dab got me. Fuck, it got me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call my homie at the Hydro store. I'm pretty sure that, they open in 4 minutes. Let me call them. Maybe they're open already. I know they're there. But I know that fool doesn't get there until late. He's always late, every day. Don't be a bitch. Hi Monica, my name is Anthony. I was calling to see if Mauricio is around. I knew you'd be late. I just got done saying that. Okay, can you actually just take a note for him, please, if you don't mind? Can you tell him that I'm trying to get pricing on a grow sense? No, the Grodan grow sense, like the grow sense water content meter. You can take it for me. It's 951-241-59. Correct. And for the name, it's Anthony and SB and V. I'll know who that is. Yep. Sierra Bravo November Victor. Thank you very much. Bye. Cool. That motherfucker's always late. So here's what I know about the pricing. GrowSense has two different types of sensors for the GrowSense. They have a wired one and a wireless one. And the wireless one is like $5,000, and the wired one I think is around like 26. And they both do the same shit, but obviously one's wireless. So, oh, let me turn that off. Oh, I need to get rid of my 2 3x6 trays and rolling benches. If anybody in Southern California, high desert area needs some 3x6s, and these are steel welded tray rollers. My uncle built them, but I don't need them anymore. I'm gonna go put the 4x12 in there. So if you know somebody that needs them, just tell them to hit me up. Turn that off. Thank you, Trollmaster. And yeah, I checked them out, but I saw your question, Ocean. I checked out that page, and they're honestly gonna be probably about the same price, but they're not gonna have the same shit. Yeah, that's the Dutch guys. I wonder if I looked at the wrong one or something, dog, but when I looked them up, let me see, because I pulled them up. I just Googled them. Yeah, this must be the same one. LMXsystems.com, right? Service automated equipment. I see, I need to just call them. How about I try and call them right now? Why not? I'm in the mood. Contact. Oh, they're open today. Hey there. They're in Indiana. Hi, my name is Anthony. I was calling to get some pricing information on an automated setup. If you could please give me a call back. My number is 951-241-59. Thank you very much. Well, guess they're not working. What's up? I don't know what he's saying. Alright, well, fuck. That didn't go well. They didn't answer. That company was fucking expensive. What do you guys think, man? I need the yay or nay. Yes or no. Drop it in the chat. Let me know what you think. Because I'm impulsive. I'm very impulsive. I might like get off the live stream and be like, you know what? Fuck it. And then just start it. So you guys give me some input here. Be my voice of reason. Let's see. To this shit. I guess I have to join this fucking meeting. I gotta see what this is real quick. It's just an online meeting, so fuck it. Oh man, that last dab got me baked as shit. That dry sift is fucking amazing. I don't think I even need to be on this meeting, to be honest with you. Oh, fuck no, I don't need to be on this. Definitely don't need to be on that. Peace out. Fuck that meeting. I love my job, it's so easy. Half of my meetings for today got canceled. I had a webinar with a guy in the Netherlands about crop steering and growing cannabis. And I'm hanging out with you guys drinking coffee and taking dabs. I'm baked out of my mind. What a great start to a Thursday morning. Alright, well, I'm gonna go in and check on the wife now. I'm having a toothache, so... I'll catch you guys in a bit when I find out about GrowSense